Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow. We'll take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination thrive. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair. Calm down and get your feet kicked at the Sci-Fi Center. We got almost everything a geek could want at the Sci-Fi Center. You name it, we got it. Star Trek, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and everything in between at the Sci-Fi Center.
Good morning, geeks. Just had a bunch of rain come through in like 5 minutes, and then there was nothing. Thunder and lightning. I'll be so glad when the monsoon is over. If you have been watching the show for any length of time, you know I cannot fucking stand the rain here in Las Vegas for a lot of different reasons. So hopefully today's the last of it for a while. Welcome to an Insomnia stream, because I got about a burst of energy and I'm not quite sure I will be doing a Saturday overnight live. I lined up some guests, but if I don't get those, if I can't get that confirmation by maybe this morning, later this morning, I'm probably just going to forego that show and then do our weekend wrap-up show and just include everything in that. So been mulling around with that for a little bit just to see what kind of format that we want to settle down with. There it is. So yeah, just probably put a poll up too, see what you guys think. But I know that a lot of you who are watching right now are not in the chat, so it'll probably just end up being me talking for about maybe about 20 minutes or so. It's 1:54 in the morning, so I don't expect to have a huge audience. I just had, like I said, when I have that burst of energy, I like to expend it on my channel. Yep, just had a thunderstorm here that lasted about maybe 5 minutes or so. I was on the Film Junkie tonight, so if you guys get a chance, check the Vodka stream. I was on there for almost a full show when my internet wasn't giving out. But we had some good discussions. Always good to be on there and have in the company of Dave and the crew. How you doing, Chuck? What's going on, man? Yeah, so I am mulling around whether I want to do a Saturday overnight live. A lot of it's going to depend. Like I said, it takes time to put that show together. So like I said, I don't like putting it together a half-ass show. That man, dude, how you doing, Film Psychic? So like I said, there's plenty of to talk about. It's just, do I need to spend the effort on a Saturday, which is my, like I said, most important day of the week for me at the center, to put it together. If it comes to me real quick and I can put it together quick, who knows? You know how my mind changes and my energy changes from one minute to another. So I may do it. Who knows? Like I said, I want to. I know I want to review Dexter. Dexter Resurrection has just wrapped up, so I'm happy. I'm happy with it. For the first time they actually stick the landing on a Dexter episode. We'll talk Peacemaker too. I know I talked Peacemaker on the vodka stream, and we talked Peacemaker on the live action. But what do we got next for Peacemaker? Because now we're starting to get into the areas where James Gunn has hidden some stuff, and we will not be seeing certain episodes as far as advances or anything like that. So there's really no way rumors can pop out or spoilers. So we're talking Peacemaker. Got a couple other things that I may, like I said, I have not wrapped my head around whether I wanted to do a show later on night. Chuck Cage, I know you don't care about video games, but what do you think of the game Injustice 3 where they clash with Watchmen characters and Charles Gunn? I have not played it. Sounds cool. I mean, I'm very familiar with all of those characters. Charlton characters, or those type of characters that when Adam Moore was going to do these heroes, he was do Watchmen. He was going to really do it with an alternate universe with normal Batman, Superman, but they didn't want him to do that, so they told him he could use Charlton heroes. But then he just went ahead and made his own. So there's a connection there. Film Psychic, get off to work. You on the East Coast or West Coast? Film Psychic, just curious. And for those of you who are watching on Twitter, you can join the channel. Like I said, it benefits us better if you are at youtube.com/@the-sci-fi center. It benefits the channel. By the way, it is my birthday tomorrow. Today is September 6th. My birthday is until September 7th. Tied to the top of the chat there is a birthday fund to buy me a fat burger or a cake or both. I think I deserve it. I've been a good host, kept this channel up and running despite having Brad around. Yeah, I think I want to treat myself or have you guys treat me to a nice little meal tomorrow. So if you want to donate anything you want, it's up there. East Coast, so yeah, you're 5:00 in the morning. So, that's going to be a quick fight if they do. It's long enough for Dr. Manhattan to turn him into putty. Only thing I will say is I'm not sure about Peacemaker season 2, episode 3 sets up Man of Tomorrow. Gonna say I think he's just saying that. He's just being cheeky with that. Everything from this point to June or July of 2027 is pretty much a setup for Superman Tomorrow, if you want to think of it that way. So you guys are getting ooh, I'm about to call it a day. You guys are just getting up. Cool. Thank you. How you doing, Azteca? She looks great. My God, what is that? What are these people? How many crunches do they have to do to get their abs looking like that? AJ Lee looks stunning. She looks great. I don't know how old. How old is she? I know CM Punk is old, but he broke up. Let's see what we got here. AJ Lee. She's got to be. I know CM Punk is way older than her, but how old is she? I don't know. She's born in 1987, so she is April Jeanette Mendez, born March 19th, 1987. She's 38. She's 38. She's 5'2". Yeah, she came out tonight looking great. And it's a nice little feud they'll have going up with her, Becky Lynch, and Seth Rollins. So thought it was pretty cool. SmackDown wasn't that great today. I was watching it at the store, so. I don't care much about what I haven't seen last night's Peacemaker episode, but was Jared Leto's Joker in it as I saw in someone? No, he was not in it. Did AEW do right by changing All Out time? I think they should have put it free on HBO Max. No one up the moves. Not to, I mean, Tony Khan's going to do what's best for his business. WWE is always trying to counter program them. So if he can move it out of that way and just outmaneuver him, that's all it really is. AEW puts on better pay-per-views. Yeah, the Chiefs lost in Brazil. Not expecting that. I don't like these YouTube games though, man. I don't like watching. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. You know, Nickelodeon's more fun than that. So, let's see what I got going on here. What does YouTube do? Nah, we'll do that later. Don't for right now. Twitter's wanting me to promote, but I'm not feeling giving them any more money. Yeah, and I like these shows in Philadelphia. They've been doing shows at the 2300 Arena, so I've been enjoying those. No, I have not. I have fallen off of the Conjuring series. I sent people to it, but I myself did not go. I wish I was too, but I've never been a big Tron since I was a kid. I saw Tron in the movies, and I saw the sequel. It was just, but I'm not against Tron. I just never was a big thing. Aron, maybe something happens to Peacemaker will attract Brainiac's attention. He's a villain, man. No, I really think he said that, and it's not really like right up on it. We got 2 years till Man of Tomorrow. Now, is there a Lex Luthor connection? Maybe because of these dimensions, he may have been the one behind that. Obviously, with what he was doing in Superman, it's really too far away right now to nail down this, and we're gonna spin our wheels until they fall off of our head if we keep trying. I don't even know if he has the complete, I know he has probably the framework of what he wants to do and how he wants to do it, but I don't know if the details are there enough. And there's definitely right now no clues, unless these last 3 episodes tell us something. Because he's keeping those under lock and key. I don't know. I mean, it still has a following. I mean, I'm not big into the Conjuring type of movies and Annabelle and all that, but it still has a big following. In fact, I had SmackDown on sorry, I'm multitasking because I'm getting okay, so sold some tickets there. Kramer versus Superman. Who wins? Superman, I guess. What's that? Yeah, this thunder showers came out of nowhere, man. But like I said, we're done with the 90. We're done with the 100-degree heat. It looks like we're done with the 100-degree heat for the year, which is shocking to me because it usually goes all the way up until the mid to late September. No, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to binge watch that. How many episodes was Ironheart? Because I got it in my queue. I just so many things. I still got to watch Foundation, guys. There's a lot of good stuff out there that I just gotta like. I just gotta make time for it. What did you think of it, Sanoff? I mean, do you recommend it? Oof. I haven't heard too many good things about it, but then again, you know what? Oh no, that's not it. There you go. All right, so there's 6 episodes. How long are they? Hold on, let's look. Oh, they're about 40 minutes apiece. That's pretty long for a DC show. All right, I'll have to put it on the queue. Just looking. Man, So much stuff to watch. Yeah, it's 6 episodes. I just checked. I'll give it a shot. Hello, 4th 1000. What's going on? I hope we get Brainiac. I mean, I thought we should have already had Brainiac, but you know what? I'm just a fan. Hey, 4th, contribute to my birthday fund. Buy me a fat burger or a cake. Links up at the top. You're a high roller. My parents are off on a cruise, by the way. They usually are like, take me out to dinner, treat me like a king, but they're off on the ocean somewhere. Oh, man, upper back. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this is my burst of energy. We're probably going to go for another maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then I'm headed out. I've heard nothing but good things about Foundation, so I'm going to watch it. Everything Apple has done science fiction wise, I've heard good things about. My favorite so far is Monarch King, Legends of Master. Friday. I can't even talk. Sunday, September 7th is my birthday. So treat me like a king. I call child services. My parents. I'm a grown ass man. I haven't needed mommy and daddy like that for a while. But like I said, it's their anniversary. It's their 58th anniversary. They were married on September 2nd. I was born on September 7th. So there are some parts I want to hear your thoughts on. There is one black stereotype moment that that they didn't need to add, but I thought it was not too bad, but not needed. Okay. You're 28. It's been a while since I was 28. Nah, that would be you just not being a troll. That doesn't count. Yeah, okay. Call Child Protective Services. They're gonna ask how old I'm, and I'll be like, eating my late night food. Got to skedaddle to work. Take care, friend. Much as I hate this job and it's affecting my sleep hours, the only positive is getting paid. As I get. Thank you. Hey, and getting paid. Nothing wrong with that, man. Bills are important. Have a good morning. Have a good shift. See you later on, man. Yeah. So, like I said, if I did a stream tonight, if I did a Saturday overnight, I know there's some comic book stuff I want to talk about. I know music wise, I'm thinking about if I do a show tonight, Biggie Smalls doing a panel, not a panel, but a few minutes on the Notorious B.I.G. I've been listening to a lot of him lately. I mean, I've been listening to a lot the last 20 some odd years, but there's some songs I hadn't been listening to for a while, like Somebody's Got to Die. I mean, I find that I listen to Hypnotize again, but even though that's a song that's been out forever, I have every time I hear it, I'm like, when it came out, they played the hell out of it, and I've gotten a greater appreciation for that song. I mean, Who Shot You is actually a pretty decent song. I know it sounds kind of blatantly out there. His part in Victory with Puff Daddy, or at the time Puff Daddy and the Family, one of the great hip hop songs in my opinion. I'm not a hip hop guy primarily, but every time I hear that song, it just gets my blood going. So and he had a cultural impact. He wasn't on the planet that long. He's only 24 years old when he died, needlessly and senselessly. So we might talk Biggie tomorrow or tonight. That's the wind. Okay. To be honest, I'd be okay with Man of Tomorrow. I don't even know if Man of Tomorrow is going to be the title. I mean, that's probably a working title, but Superman Legacy was a working title too, and he ended up changing that. So. Yeah, it's Richard Pryor with Christopher Reeve alongside for the was done. No, I did not like Superman's 3 or 4. I did not like them. I've only heard Biggie's radio stuff. I wasn't into the rap during the Tupac era. DMX movie. I wasn't either, and I'm still not all the way through, but there are certain individuals that did grab me, whose songs did grab me across genre. I mean, Eminem, he can put out some stuff that's really powerful, but Notorious B.I.G. just his lyrics and just the time that was going on, and the fact that this guy was where he was rapping from. He wasn't one of the guys who, were living, in the really cool neighborhoods and rapping about the hood or anything like that. This guy was there. He was doing drugs. That was what he was doing until he got his ticket punched in the rap game. He was actually, just like Ice-T. Ice-T was a hustler. He was a pimp. Those guys were rapping from the experiences, and I truly believe that he was involved in some of the things that he was rapping about. He made the names and the faces may have been changed to protect the innocent. But I always got the feeling, especially with him and Tupac, is that they were coming from shit that they did, not that they saw, not that they witnessed, shit that they were involved with, and it just made the music more powerful to me. Oh yeah, he's in prison. Yeah, Absolute Brainiac is disgusting. Absolute Brainiac, Absolute Race Al Ghul. You got me calling him Race. I want to stick with Ross. And Absolute Joker, who's coming up, is cool. Thank you. Ice-T was Ice-T a Marine? What was that? Let me look that up. There's a lot of wind happening, guys, so it's banging up against shit. Get rid of that. No. Ice-T, born 1958. That motherfucker's 67 years old. My goodness. Let's see. It doesn't say anything about military career. Oh, no. Oh, it's clumped in with high school, early criminal activity, military service is like the last thing. Let's see. Crenshaw. All right. After his daughter was born, he was in the Army, not the Marines. Merrill enlisted in the United States Army in October 1977. Following basic training, Merrill was assigned to the 25th Infantry Division. I've served with those guys. During his time in the Army, Merrill was involved as a group of soldiers charged with theft of a rug. There you go. While awaiting trial, he received $25,000 bonus check and went absent without leave. Returning a month later after the rug had been returned, Merrill received a non-judicial punishment, Article 15, as a consequence of his derelict of duty. During his spell, so he didn't even get kicked out. During his spell at the Army, Merle became interested in hip-hop music. Let's see. When he was stationed in Hawaii, where prostitution was not a heavily prosecuted crime, he was a squad leader at Schofield Barracks. He'd been there. Even Brad's dad's been there. Brad has been there. Merrill met a pimp named Mac. Of course, his name's got to be Mac. Mac admired that Merrill could quote Iceberg Slim. Hold on. Let's see. Iceberg Slim was an American pimp who later became a writer and taught Merrill how to be a pimp himself. Merrill was also able to purchase stereo equipment cheaper in Hawaii, including Technics turntables, a mixer, and large speakers. Once equipped, he began to learn turntablism and rapping. Merrill learned from his commanding officer that he could receive an early honorable discharge because he was a single father taking care of this. Merrill was discharged as a private first class E3 in December 1979 after serving 2 years. Oh, okay. Did not know that about Ice-T. There you go. Oh, character. I mean, right now they're tackling the primary one I want to tackle, which is Green Lantern. They're gonna get it to Batman. I mean, Flash is going to be interesting because I wonder if they're going to do a multiversal. I would have to say Flash right now. That could change such a. All right, big Tupac and Eazy and Kurt Cobain were too big. They coincidentally died 4 different years in a row. Yeah. Eazy, who also shares my birthday on September 7th, passed away from AIDS. Kurt Cobain suicide. Biggie homicide. Yep, and Tupac homicide. Yeah, I think we'll get them. Constantine. I think we'll get Constantine. Swamp Thing I've wanted, and you're going to get that. So. Yeah, big difference between the Marines and the Army. Boy, don't get those two. You get people mad at you. Well, we might be getting that coming. I truly believe that this next incarnation of Green Lantern with lanterns is going to be everything I've wanted for a very long time. So happy to have that there. So I think we're about to get that there, son of. I mean, most of it is people getting in fights, theft, failure to adapt to military environment. Well, but drug use is a lot of a lot of guys get kicked off for drug use. Be right back. Okay, yeah, neighbors fixing their roof because of rain. Martian Manhunter would be interesting. Yeah. 2 years is fine. 2 years is fine. I just like I was telling B before, and I was telling Junkie before, and I was like, I just don't want to be talking it into the ground for the next 2 years. I'm hoping all these other things that the DCU is putting out and that we may be getting from Elseworlds will take over that conversation, because when it comes to Superman, we could just really talk the fun out of it. So, no, I didn't know that. Everybody thinks they're going to kill off Hal Jordan. I'm wondering why. I mean, I can't tell you what'll happen because I don't know, but I'm wondering why everybody's assuming that he's a goner. Like, damn. All right. A couple more minutes left in me here. Okay. How are they pronouncing it? I've always just said Denzel. I've heard people say Denzel, but I thought Denzel was the right way. What's with this second team shit, man? People just assume he's not sticking around because of age and his contract is only for one season. I think all of them for one season, aren't they? I don't. Does anybody on that show have a season more than one season? I didn't think. I thought they all had one. Yeah, CeeDee Lamb couldn't catch shit last night, man. Fucking up my fantasy game. Actors just turned. Yeah. Kyle Chandler is is he 60? I know he's 59. His daughter is Sydney is Wendy from the Alien. No, he is not quite 60 yet. He is his birthday is in 11 days. He will be 60. That's good for 60. Sydney's like what, 30? No, she's 29. All right. Oh, so it's Denzel. He is Denzel. Okay, I've always heard it's pronounced Denzel. Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's no story. I mean, obviously we have the parallax thing, but that doesn't mean that this is going to translate into that. He might stay as far away from that story because it's already been done before. Do they have Florida spots? I haven't been paying attention. When I got to start paying big money for their pay leads, or if I have to pay more than what I've been paying, that's when I'm going to start skipping some of them. Yeah, because I wasn't rooting for your crazy Cowboys. I hope not. I really hated that storyline in the comic books, and I hated it in that movie. And it's been done. Let's do something different. Yes, I did. I saw it the other day. I know. For all we know, Hal could be the driving force behind Lanterns. I thought it was done perfectly in the spirit, the modern spirit of Trauma. Um, if you watch Trauma, you can instantly connect with it. I thought the effects were it was good seeing those type of effects on this, on a Trauma IP because generally he does them low budget and gets them out there. I thought the performances were solid. It was a fun movie. It was a fun movie. I mean, like I said, I and I'm biased obviously because I'm happy to see Trauma and the way Trauma has treated me, you know, little old nobody me, embraced me and brought me into their family. I'm biased but I really did enjoy. I really did enjoy Toxic Avenger. Listen, I was born in Dallas. I've had enough pain and suffering for 30 years. 30 years there, Chuck. I'm allowed to have a backup team. Plus, the Chiefs were the Dallas Texans, so we never lose. Oh, Jesus, that's a stretch, man. All right, guys, I think I'm about to wrap it up here. Thank you for being here. I mean, in the middle of nothing, in the middle of the morning, just out of nowhere, my loyal geeks thing clocked to me. So, hope I answered your questions and all that. But I gotta force myself to sleep. Gonna try to get at least 8 hours and get up and go to the store and run it. And you will see me again tonight if I have the energy. Um, if I'm inspired enough to put together a show and I have enough time to put together the show that I want to, you guys will see me tonight, about 8ish or so. So keep an eye out there. Good night. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys. The latest you'll see me is 10:30 Sunday night for a weekend wrap-up show, but you may see me for the overnighter. Goodbye.